Baby, be in love with your fantasies. I can be a star, make us shine so bright. Welcome to my dungeon, this is ecstasy. Let me play the fantasy.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Asia.
And it's your boy BJ. And we back like we never left. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and pulling up. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to go ahead and do like I guess you can say a follow-up in regards to the confrontation, supposed confrontation that Candace Owens had with Patrisse Cullors. Now, this video is Candace Owens speaking about that confrontation that she had, or supposed confrontation that she had with Patrisse Cullors.
Okay.
Yeah, because Candace was there.
This is her just talking about it, like the encounter, or
the encounter and just speaking on it from her account.
Okay.
And this is in regards to a lot of y'all know when Candace Owens went to Patrisse Cullors' residence, or one of the Black Lives Matter residences. Patrisse Cullors was there, in fear for her life. So let's go ahead and check that out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what she said. She said she was in fear for her life. So, you know what I mean? Like, I want to know and see.
All right.
Amber Heard is not the only person that's running around trying to squeeze out crocodile tears. This next story involves me and Patrisse Cullors. You remember Patrisse Cullors? She is the founder of Black Lives Matter, the movement. It's all about Black lives. Put tons of money, donate money to rinse yourself of white guilt. Well, I've been working on a documentary about Patrisse Cullors. I've been wondering, I've been asking, I've been searching for the answer to this question. Black Lives Matter reported to have raised more than $90 million on the back of George Floyd and other Black people that died.
So that's a considerable, large amount of money. It's $90 million.
Okay.
Died at the hands of police, as they say, and no one seems to be able to account for the dollars. So I thought I would like to take a look at this. Patrisse jumped on Instagram as we were recording this, and I was outside of her home, and here is her explaining what took place.
This morning, I woke up to Candace Owens being outside of my house with a news crew. She was demanding that I come outside. And when I looked at the video recording of what she was asking about, she was actually asking about the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property.
Global Network Foundation property?
Global Network Foundation.
Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property.
Okay, so this is like the foundation property. So this is where everything takes place.
I don't know, like what would that property be needed for? Like, is it a house, or is it more like a place that's more like kind of like a retreat type of place where it's like several houses, and
I mean,
like, is it just one big mansion?
The only thing I could think of, like I said before, when I looked it up, when we were doing that video, when I looked it up, like the house had like, a pool and like a studio.
Yeah, it had the studio.
So I mean, I would think it would just be something that they do, like where they come
for like media, where they could do like media,
yeah, like,
and stuff like that.
Whatever it is that they need to do, like maybe photos or videos or something like that, something of that nature. If that's why they have that in the house, otherwise, I mean, nobody would just have that in their house.
Yeah, $5 or $6 million house though.
Yeah, six.
I mean, you could just buy a studio,
Right, you can go rent out a place.
Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property. And for some reason, seems like she thought my house was that.
Okay, but then she's saying it's her house.
That's what she's saying.
She's saying it's her house.
Mm-hmm.
Some reason, seems like she thought my house was that. It's unacceptable and it's dangerous that any stranger come outside of my house, but it's really unacceptable and dangerous when Candace Owens, another Black woman, who is actually working as a part of a
Sounds
right-wing
like
agenda.
Patrisse is afraid of black people. That seems like a little bit of racial profiling, Patrisse. You might want to check that. First and foremost, she's a liar. We know this. It's why I've nicknamed the movement Black Lives Matter. She starts out by saying, I woke up to Candace Owens outside of my house. It was about 10 a.m., Patrisse. You're lazy. I obviously had no idea she was inside. She contradicts herself when she retells the story. First, she says, Candace demands that I come outside. That never, absolutely never happened. But she's trying to create this imagery.
Yeah, I watched the video. Did you actually watch the video?
No,
of
I
her
still
out
haven't
front?
seen it yet.
Yeah, even like watching the footage, like she walked up like kind of calm and everything, just asking questions. Like she wasn't like over aggressive or, like I said, talking demonstrous or anything like that.
Well, that's what the comments were saying. That she was calm and polite, and she was like, okay, once they told her whatever it was that she asked or something like that, she politely just walked off. She's like, okay, thank you, like and left. Like that's supposedly, from my understanding, that's what happened. I don't know what happened. I still haven't seen the video footage, but like if that's what happened.
Yeah, it was.
She's sitting here saying she was demanding me to come out of my house.
She did say that. She did say that.
Come on.
I didn't see that.
I come outside. That never, absolutely never happened. But she's trying to create this imagery of her being afraid and scared and me going, Patrisse Cullors, come outside. But then she immediately jumps and says, Candace didn't know where she was at, and she was asking if this was the residence that Black Lives Matter purchased so that Black people could, as she said in the press in Black Lives Matter, have a creative space to create videos. Those two ideas conflict with one another. It is true that I showed up at one of the many $1 million residences that are connected to Black Lives Matter. I had no idea that Patrisse Cullors lived there.
One of many.
That are connected to Black Lives Matter. I had no idea that Patrisse Cullors lived there. I had no idea that she was inside. There were no demands made. There was a security guard that was outside who happened to be white, might be relevant. And I simply asked him if there was anyone available that we could speak to about the purchase of this home. All right, guys, digital eye strain. You all know what I'm talking about. We are staring at our screens all day, and sometimes it causes headaches or sore eyes or watery eyes or fatigue. That is exactly why I love the BlueBlox blue light computer glasses. These glasses really come in handy during the day when I'm on my computer answering emails and reading up on the latest news stories to prep for the next show. They have very stylish frames that have been featured in both GQ and Vogue. Unlike other blue light glasses companies, BlueBlox uses science-backed technology to ensure that they work. Since I've been using them, I feel like all of those digital headaches have been going away, which has been great. The glasses come in non-prescription, prescription, and reading options. BlueBlox ships worldwide in rapid time. Go to blueblox.com/Candace and use coupon code Candace to save 20%. That's blueblox.com, BLUBLOX.com/Candace, and use coupon code Candace to save 20%. Now, in case you were wondering why I was confused about which mansion or high-end home I was at, I just want to take you through Patrisse Cullors' real estate empire that she's been building in the background of the Black Lives Matter movement.
I'm glad she did that, because I started looking over here. I'm like, I'm about to pull up to see how many properties that they have, because I'm just curious to know how many there are and how much they cost.
How much they cost.
Candace got it covered.
And where they are.
Yeah, so if y'all was wondering what I was doing, that's what I was about to do. I'm like, I need to know how many there are. How many properties are we talking about?
You need to be ready to.
Yeah, because I need to know. I want to know where they are, how much they cost, what are they for,
Real estate empire that she's been building in the background of the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, so she spent $3.2 million on high-end homes between 2016 and 2021 at the peak of the movement. In 2016, she bought a home in Inglewood, California for $510,000. In 2018, she purchased a $590,000 home in South Los Angeles. In January, she purchased a $415,000 custom ranch in Cullors, Georgia, which features a private airplane hangar. That sounds nice. In 2021, she purchased a $1.4 million home in an exclusive Los Angeles neighborhood of Topanga Canyon. That's the one that I was at. In 2022, they spent nearly $6 million. This is the organization directly in their donations to purchase a 6,500 square foot California mansion. And they made the purchase through an intermediary named Dwayne Pascal, who is the financial manager for an LLC owned by Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors and her wife. Speaking of her wife, BLM Canada, in the summer of 2021, purchased a 3-story Victorian mansion in Toronto to turn it into...
Victorian?
I mean, damn.
Victorian is kind of lavish and exquisite.
Can I get a...
Wow.
I just need a, just give me the back room, okay? I just need the one on the side and the back, just that space.
Like,
Damn!
Like on a real note, like this is kind of like I said, this is kind of alarming because if she wasn't doing this prior to like BLM, having like this type of like real estate portfolio, I mean, where's the money coming from to purchase these properties? It's only coming from donations and off of the backs of people who have like donated and sent money and things of that nature to support the movement. It gotta be. Because there's no...
Like, what's gonna happen though? Like, what's gonna happen? I mean, all that said, what will happen if they find out that that's what it is that she's been doing? Like, are they facing charges? Are they facing... Because technically it's like...
As far as mishandling
like
money and
because
things of that nature?
can you say that she doing something like she didn't illegally raise the money?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what is it that... I mean, is it just more of just the exposure in terms of just exposing Black Lives Matter and what they're doing with the funds that they are receiving, or is it more about like trying to find some type of criminal charges like against them because people have, given all their hard-earned money or given, some percent of funding
to donate to the movement.
Yeah.
I think more along with anything right now, it's just exposure, kind of just showing like things in the background that's kind of going on. As far as like BLM, like other things that's going on. Because like I said, like Black Lives Matter, they've come to our city and I've seen like some of the things that they've done, like some of the good works that they've done in the community and things like that. I always felt like in some sense maybe they could do a little bit more, because I just felt like it was just kind of like surface level support for the city.
Yeah.
I felt that they could do a little bit more. But overall, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they would be potentially like using all these funds for to purchase these properties. Like for her listing all of these, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, heck yeah, it is. Yeah.
on just homes for. And my question is like,
in Canada,
for what though?
An airport hangar?
Like I said, if somebody can kind of fill me in and kind of tell me exactly what these properties are for. I feel like for me it's a little too much. It's a little bit too much lavish. Now we're talking about like condos and Victorian and Topanga, California.
Well, no, but they have more than that. Apparently, like there's buses, there's
right. Of course.
I'm assuming there's probably like a plane somewhere at this point.
I mean, yeah.
You got a hangar. Why do you need an airport? Like an airplane hangar?
That's what it has. Yeah. They purchased some properties. They one thing I can say, they got a mean real estate portfolio right now.
21 purchased a 3-story Victorian mansion in Toronto to turn it into a $10,000 square foot arts center and a meeting space. The $6.3 million mansion was bought by M4BJ. In case you're wondering what that is, it's an acronym for a Toronto-based nonprofit set up by Janaya Khan, the wife of Patrisse Cullors. All of this seems a little bit shady. And by the way, that $6 million mansion, that 6,500 square foot one, I should mention that Patrisse recently came out and confessed that she lied. They told us it was for arts and craft and creative activities for the Black Lives Matter community. Well, she came out after I showed up at her place and said, actually, you know what? I lied. And we actually have been using this for some other things including her son's birthday party, her young son's birthday party. And also they hosted a party to celebrate the inauguration of Joe Biden. I thought she said she was scared for her kids. Who throws a celebration for Joe Biden if you've got any fear regarding children? Wow. But none of those facts actually matter to Patrisse. She actually was able to work herself up into what I would describe as a histrionic personality disorder, maybe, and made herself cry on Instagram. Take a look.
Y'all, I really need my family to be safe. I need to be safe. I need my child to be safe. And this What happened this morning is not safety. It's not what I deserve. It's not.
Man, hey. She just wiped the invisible tear, y'all. Okay, let's keep going. She just wiped the invisible tear. That's the first time I've ever seen that in history. I'm just saying.
It's not what I deserve. It's not what any of us deserve.
Right, there's not a tear there either. Right?
I deserve.
There's not a tear. Do you
Not
see
yet.
one?
Not yet.
It's not what any of us
Where's
deserve.
she got a wipe?
Yeah, I really need my child to be safe. There's an 8-month pregnant woman outside asking politely if she can speak to somebody. And I don't know why I'm still sleeping and my child's not even here, but I hope that you believe these non-tears that are coming down my face. Here's what actually happened when I showed up at her house. Take a look.
Damn, Candace.
See some cars that were loaded, so there's definitely somebody home. Hello. I was just looking to speak to whoever is at this property because it's listed as the Black Lives Matter property. Sir? Hello? Are you instructed not to speak to anybody? We're not trying to harass you. We'll gladly leave. We're just wondering if we can speak to anybody. Thank you, sir. Have a great day. So the moral of this saga is that Patrisse Cullors continues to lie. Black Lives Matter continues to lie. And the reason that she's lying and trying to squeeze out these last victim crocodile tears is because she knows the truth is coming. I've been working on this documentary for months to expose Black Lives Matter. It has frustrated me being a person that has always been telling the truth about what they were doing. Obviously, what looked to me to be a money laundering scheme was not exposed, but it seems finally the world is ready to hear the truth. And they can do so when they watch my documentary, which I'm doing with the Daily Wire, and it is going to get so much worse for this organization when people realize just how fraudulent they've been. Thanks for joining me on this segment of Candace. If you like this video, subscribe.
Where is that? Like, how long ago was this video?
Oh, wow. It was a few weeks ago.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. She just put this out. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, okay, wait. So where is that?
Wow.
Let's see. Where's the documentary? Where is it at?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think?
Ooh.
What do you think? Just by hearing this, just in regards to like, not really Patrisse Cullors, just in regards to just like Black Lives Matter, and what you've known it to be.
I feel it's so far, I feel like from what we've been able to see, like it seems to be very misleading, with the information. And I mean, if I'm being honest, like I feel like it's not what I thought it was. Like
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they did a lot more than just, going to Black communities. I thought, there was more benefits into what they were doing to help Black people to some degree, but from what I've seen so far, I just have more questions than I do answers at this point. Like just in terms of like my curiosity, like in terms of like the property, I just feel, why would you need so many properties to have some type of foundational type of global environment where people can come and have a creative space? Granted, okay, I can see if you had one good one, you know what I mean? Like even if you were to host parties and events and stuff at this one property, because maybe even two, one on each side of the country. Okay? if I'm being, you know what I mean? Just one on each side of the country, but I'm just like, I don't understand it to be so many of them and then for them to be so much. Because if that weren't the case, if I just wanted an office space so I can go and just work and do what I need to do at work, then I'll just go to my office space to do that. I don't need a $500,000 house
office space
that has a pool and 6 bedrooms and a Victorian 3-story 10,000 square. I don't need all of that to go to work. To hell, we work in this room every damn day. Then why we can't have one of them too?
We're not gonna get one of those. you can go ahead and cancel that. You can go ahead and cancel that right now.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, it just doesn't. I mean, and granted, they are a huge organization. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense for them to be in a space like this. But, I mean, nonetheless, I just completely don't understand it all the way. I feel like there's more for me to understand. Maybe once you know, we do a little bit more digging and get to the bottom of what it is they do particularly, because maybe Candace just only has, you know, like y'all say, some people in the comments, you know, y'all are after all this right propaganda. I'm just like, okay, well, where's the documentation that says that, like, what she's doing is going towards these charities and doing things for Black communities and showing proof of that?
Right.
Because if that's the case,
then
I
can give you proof. Like now, you know, they have done some good things. Like I don't want to sit here and just completely just bash them and just throw them off the bridge, because like I said, I've seen them with my own eyes come to the city and do things and hold things, you know, spend money, buy some, you know, provide resources, things like that. But, you know, at the same time, like them purchasing these properties, and that's kind of lavish. Like Topanga, California, like I don't know.
No,
that's
I mean,
a lot.
I will say I'm just starting to become frustrated with some of the commentary with people saying that, you know, we're only listening to one thing, and I'm just like, well, what else is there out there? Like, what else is there out there? Like, I'm trying to figure that out. Is why I'm on this mission, why we're on this journey, and my frustration just comes from, you know, everybody's telling us what we're doing wrong and what we're listening to, and I'm just like, well, prove it to me. Show me different. Like, I just want to see something different. I'm not trying to find a path to go left or right. I just want to find the truth. That's it.
Yeah.
That is it.
That's it. At the end of the day.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, and again, like I just don't really understand. I kind of appreciate Candace for going like the extra step just to really kind of dig into it, because even when I had heard it come out and kind of saw these things, I kind of was thinking like to myself too, like, what would they need these things for? I would want somebody to kind of outline it for me too, in regards to like these millions of dollars that's been spent on just residences, and you know, it just seems pretty. It seems a pretty lavish to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seems pretty lavish for sure.
It's questionable. I mean, if
I need to see receipts.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because if it doesn't do anything else, like I said, I'm intrigued to know more and understand it better, because I'm just like, shoot, if that's what they're doing, and you know, they're changing lives every day and helping out the communities and doing what they're supposed to do, then, I mean, I'm all for it. Like, yeah, then they need all of that. You know what I mean? But if what she's saying is that they just going out to buy properties to have birthday parties and whatever else, then I don't know if I can get down with that. I just can't. You know what I mean? Like, I know, because if I gave my money to Black Lives Matter and I found out that they out buying airplane hangars and houses and 3-story Victorian houses in Canada, I'm pissed.
Yeah, you're gonna feel.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, you're gonna feel some kind of way about it.
Yeah.
And really now, I want to kind of look a little further and see like what they're actually like using these properties for. Like, are there any actual engagements and events and things of that nature that's been attached to these properties where it kind of shows credit to where they're actually doing things with these properties?
Right.
You know, holding it there so they can like have engagements, you know, studio where they're having, you know, dialect where people coming in and talking and trying to come up with solutions. Like if I see some of that, then I'd be like, okay, I can kind of see. But at the same time, like I said, spending this amount of cash just on properties and you know, with everything that's going on, like they say with Black Lives Matter and what their agenda is, I would think that they would be in the communities with properties and building properties,
right?
And, purchasing rental homes so that people
purchasing homes for Black people and helping them out and
refurbishing
families,
homes
and
so people can have somewhere to stay in the inner communities. Like I can see that, but when you're in Topanga, California, when you're in Toronto, Canada, and all these different places, it just brings a lot more question marks.
Yeah,
you know,
that would be me. So I just am just.
Y'all drop some comments.
Don't know where to go from here.
I think they just gave me more questions at this point right now. I have more questions now. So.
Yeah, I would love to know when this documentary drops. So if anyone knows any information on that, please let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, but if y'all enjoyed this video, be sure you give us a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that notification bell, join the family, and if ain't nobody else told you, we love you, and we gonna see y'all in the next video, y'all.
Absolutely.
Bye.